Hey guys, welcome to Tanya's Hook Nook. I'm coming to you from Alberta, Canada, and I'm basically a channel all about knit, crochet. I'll probably come to you with all my WIPs and my acquisitions and my FOs and any kind of happy mail, for example, subscriptions that I might be into and stuff like that. So I did want to tell you guys a little bit about me because last time I'd been on, I kind of just went over what I was working on, didn't tell you what I'm about and who I am. I have 5 children, ages 23, 21, 16, and the twins, the last 2 that were born, are 13. And the greatest exciting news that I had for everybody is that I'm going to be a grandma in December, so I'm really excited about that with my oldest. So this Saturday I'll find out what the gender is, and there will be a reveal the next Saturday, so then the next time I come on I will likely be able to tell you what the gender is. So let's just get into it. I have a few FOs to start with that I wanted to show you guys. My first one is my Tree of Life throw. It's a very common one out there, but I'm very excited to just have found out that they have a knit option as well. So I've made the crochet one, but I really do want to try the knit one. You could find it on the Lion brand site. So yeah, and then this is the one I've made. And I made it in a variegated. I can't remember exactly what the color code was. I kind of ran out of the yarn. Sorry, it is upside down. Okay, so backwards now. That was the back side anyway, but I really like how it bumped up like that, and it just looks so awesome. And I'm surprised with the variegated colors that it still shows. And then sort of in the middle there, she had you do some flowers, which turned out really cute. And then again on the top, there's the tree pattern. And it was very simple. So if you're thinking about doing this kind of project, this would be a good starter one for you to try and learn on and stuff like that. I'm going to go to the next one here. I did also work on 3 Ring Around the Rosie vests. So those are out there everywhere. You just Google it and you'll find it. But this one is the Lavender Chair site that I got the pattern off of. And so this is the 1 to 2 year one. Cute. And then if you look closer here, you can kind of see the star, and then it just builds out from there into a circle, round and round and round. Simple. Best to make, to use up some of the yarns you just don't know what to do with. So, and then I also made another one in that same yarn, and this one is for a 2 to 3 year old, so it's just a little bit bigger, but basically looks the same. And I just love it, like the shaping around the edge, so it's like kind of gives the body shape. It's kind of cool. And then this is the yarn that I used, DY Choice DK with wool. It says here 75% polyacryl and 25% wool. And it's just really, you can kind of see, very cool. And I got this in, I can't remember, it's been a while, but I do remember that it was in like a surprise pack type thing. So the color does say DYD KW 325. So I don't know, if you looked up maybe the name brand, you should be able to maybe find whereabouts they sell them, or if they still do. And I'll just let you take a look at what looks like you can do quite a bit. So, and it only gives you the knitting, so I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure, like I did it with crochet, so I mean it worked out. So. And then I did another one, but used a different yarn, and this one turned out really cool. because it is sparkly. It's hard to see the sparkle. It also has that center. You start from the center, work your way out. Very, very, very easy crochet. Loved working on these. That's why I did 3, and I'll probably do lots more. But this is the yarn I use, which seems to be like big this year, which I got last year, was the Summer Nights. And then it's a super fine one. It's made with 82% acrylic, 18% polyester. And here's some like specifics on your needle size and everything. Just make sure you guys can see that. Maybe you can't. So knitting needles is 3.25 millimeter and crochet hook is 3.5 millimeter. So yeah, it's very, very, very fine lace with little metal strand running through there. It's not really focusing. Sorry, guys. So those are the vests that I worked on, and I will likely work on more because I really, really, really did like those. And then I worked on, last week I started a knit top. I ended up switching a few times to some different patterns, but I ended up finding one that I liked, which is the Easy Knit Top by Mama in Stitches. And this was her knit top. Very cool. And then this was mine. And turned out really, 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 really nice. I like it because it's just like wavy and not just like so straight boxy. It's got its, and I think that's just because I did it on the loose, like on a looser needle or whatever than what was recommended for the actual pattern or the yarn. So I used Gazelle Knitting Club yarn, and I think I showed you this last week that I was doing, but I ended up doing a different pattern with it. And then this is, it is 50% acrylic and 50% cotton, but it is so soft. And yeah, I really, really like it. 50 grams, 4 to 4.5 knitting needle, and a 3 to 4 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah, so that's, they do actually give you here at the bottom the cleaning recommendations. I'll let you guys take a peek at that. Okay. So that was that one. And then I worked on basic, oh, it's up here. The basic bralette. I was making it for my older daughter, but from the pattern, I did try to do the normal like switch up and stuff like that. Much larger size than what she would normally wear. However, it came out too small. So I am working on another one of these I showed you guys last video, which was in a darker orange. But as for this one, I used the La Maya Premium Hand Knitting Yarn Brand Baby Cotton. And it's a number 4 cotton, 3 to 4 knitting needle, and a 2 to 5.3 crochet hook. So there's your cleaning recommendations. And you can see it's 219 yards. And I really liked working with that yarn. It's super, super soft. The next one I was working on, or that I finished, sorry, was the Hill 60, which lots of people have done. And the Hill 60 hat is Galt House of Yarn. That's who that one's by. But I did a little bit different colors than what they've done. I used the Ferris wheel line brand. It's called Imaginary Garden. Medium 4 weight, knitting needles 4.5 millimeter, crochet hook 5 millimeter, and it's 270 yards. So that was really, and then this is how it turned out. So it turned out really, really nice. Love the colors. It's good for man colors. I have a hard time with finding good man colors to use, but I like this. It works good. Okay, so that was that one. Now I'm gonna go on to my WIPs actually, because I kind of really excited to show you some of them. This one is the grandma and me coming out. I want to make this little toque, but I wanted to use up some old yarn, and I had some super soft yarn. This one is actually 7th Baby Toque by Kelly Brooker. And this is what color I'm working it out in. Obviously, I don't know the gender yet, but because this is such soft, stretchy yarn, I thought it'd be perfect for different sizes in case baby's head is a little bit small or a little bit big. It's hard to say, but I really love this stitch. And it looks so cute in these colors. I suppose this would be maybe a little bit better on a boy, but I think it would work for just a quick out of the house outing or whatever. And then the yarn I used, I believe this was from the Dollarama, Crafters Square knitting yarn, and it's 100% acrylic. But I'm not exactly sure how it's wound. It's like hard to, like, it's just so stretchy, it's almost like it's got nylon in it. And the colors blend so pretty. Okay, so that's exciting. I'm working on that for baby. And then, what do we got next? Oh, right. This one I worked on a while ago. I haven't got back to it yet, but I pretty much got it done, so I don't know why I haven't. But it's the Diego Hoodie Pullover, and that's also a line brand pattern. So cute. And this is my little rendition of it. So it's done in the Heartland yarn, and I'll give you the specs on that in a minute, but I've got the hood stitched on and done. Like, all the pieces are done, I just haven't actually done the final stitch together. And just around the hood there was a ribbing, and it ribs around to the front in the square shape. I love it. It's so cute. And then see, I've got the sleeves done and everything. I just have to sew them together or stitch them together, and that's it. And then that one will be done. This is the Heartland line brand yarn that I used. It's really pretty green color, which is obviously hard to show in my lighting. It's a medium 4, 5.5 millimeter needle, 6 millimeter hook, and then there's your, it's 100% acrylic, 251 yards, and your cleaning instructions on that one. So that one's very exciting. I can't wait to finish that one now that I've gone looking back at it and going, oh geez, it's pretty much done. And then I started this week, I wanted to make a rug for the playroom. I've bought rugs before for the playroom, and I'm just, every single time it seems to just fall apart. So I decided to do something really cool for the kids for the playroom. And I have this cake yarn that's just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there, and I can never figure out what to do with it. So I decided to do the Westeasterly as a rug in the playroom. So I started, this is what I'm starting. I'm going to do a strip of each, and the first one, like, I'm going to do a strip one, and then I'll use this other one I've got, and I'll show you both. But this is Caron Cotton Cakes, and it's a medium 4, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, 4.5 millimeters needle, 5 millimeter hook. And there's your cleaning instructions there and everything for you guys. So I've had it a while. I just didn't know what to do with it, and now I'm just like, I really love doing the Westeasterly. It looks so cool. Like, this yarn would not, to me, even look as cool as it does unless I'd done this with it. So here's kind of this is the right side of it. So, and then the wrong side, just kind of, you just kind of do a wrap, pearl knitwise type thing. So yes, so that's what I'm going to do, a strip of that, and then I'm going to do a strip of this stuff. I guess I didn't really show you what I got left of this other cake, but this is the blended colors in the cake. It's kind of fallen apart. Okay, and then so this is the second one, and then I'm just going to alternate between the two when I get the rug all done and stuff like that. So I've kind of got I've had a few ideas of what I could do with it, but I just ended up ripping it out every time. So this is 100% acrylic, 603 yards, 5 millimeter needle, 5 millimeter hook for a 4 medium, 603 yards, I think I said. Anyways, this is the Yarnspirations Caron Big Cakes. So I think this will be a good combo with that. Once it's all done, I'll show you guys so you can see what you think. Hopefully it turns out amazing, because in my mind it does. Okay, so then I also started working on the Make Up Your Mind Racerback Tank by Julie Crawford. Like I said, I wanted something that was really, really loose, and that other one that I had done, it just wasn't exactly what I was thinking for a summer, just over a camisole type situation. So basically, maybe I'll show you the picture of it first, so you get an idea of what her rendition of it looked like. And now you can see why Make Up Your Mind is in there, because she's changing her stitch pattern, but I absolutely love the change. And then that was done, oh yeah, by Julie Crawford. And I used the Allison Barnes Basic Sock Fiber Fix. And 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 420 yards, 3-ply fingering weight. And I've got a few yarns from her. Have loved every single one that I've gotten so far. So if you have a chance, go check her out. And this is kind of how it's working up. It's hard to tell the pattern compared to what she did. That's why I kind of showed it to you first. But the first section ends right about here. So if I kind of pull it apart a bit, you might be able to see a pattern. It's hard in this light. Not really. Sort of. And then it goes to, where was my next section? Next section was right here, so you can kind of see that. And then this is the next section. I love this section because it kind of tightens around the above the stomach area there, kind of. And then this will be like the top part just before I do the straps, but there's big armholes, it says right on the pattern, so this will, I think, look really cool when it's all done, and I'll try it on and show you guys when I've done it. But that's one of my works in progress. And that was just basically right now I've have it on the front part, and the back part's tied to the side, so that's out of the way for now until I finish the front part. And then I just wanted to quickly go over a couple patterns that I have acquisitions for, and it's actually in the Mary Maxim catalog, because I just was looking through here and I'm like, Good ideas, good ideas. So the catalog is the Mary Maxim that I'm looking at here. And I was looking at maybe trying these out, because then you can kind of do whatever you want, and then as long as you've got your coverage on the inside there, the material, fabric, lined on the inside, then should work just as good as any other. And then on this page, it was this texture stitch wrap, which I liked, and I just like, I'm really quite into the change in the patterns so that I don't get bored. So that's kind of one of my acquisitions there. And then I just had one more while I was flipping through here, and I actually saw it the last Mary Maxim catalog as well as the mosaic blanket. I'd like to try it, just to say that I've learned it. I'd probably do it more just in a throw size, but I do like it. It's very cool looking, and I might even try to do it in some different colors. Okay, so I think that's all I've got for you guys today. If you ever have any questions, please just comment down below. If you could like, share, and subscribe, that would be amazing. And yarn hugs out to everybody.